Today, a new journey starts. A journey to help you and I in our early retirement process. I'm Alan Souza, co-founder and CEO of the Retirement Tracker. This is the first video of many in our educational series that starts today. I can only promise you one thing. This is going to be a fun journey. I want to demystify the stock market for you, and it's not as complicated as you might think it is. There are a ton of resources out there to leverage that will allow you to become a better investor every day. Don't worry, I will share everything I know with you throughout this process. All you need to do is to subscribe and of course like the video. But before we get started, let me share a bit about the Retirement Tracker. Our goal is simple. We want to help you plan, track, and socialize early retirement. When it comes to planning, all you need to do is to answer two simple questions. Our plan will guide you on a regular basis on how much you need to increase your net worth to be on track for retirement. I've personally used a lot of retirement trackers before, and boy, they can get complicated. It seems like I need to answer every detail of my life before getting anything. I usually give up halfway through the questionnaire. Also, I've always felt lonely when investing, and that can get scary too. Investing can be more fun when you socialize with friends. That's why we are introducing the investment group feature. I can't tell you how much better I've got when I started investing with Marlon and Thales earlier this year. They are my co-founders on this journey, and we started helping each other out on WhatsApp. We would share with each other what we are buying and selling. Every once in a while, we would forget to share, then the stock price rises, we brag about it, then we hear, "I did not see the alert coming here on WhatsApp." Well, that's why we decided to automate this with the Retirement Tracker investment groups. Once you create and invite your friends, they can all see your performance, only percentages for privacy reasons, and also what you're buying and selling. I found myself way more disciplined after that because deep inside, I did not want to make a silly gamble and have my friends make fun of me. I honestly think we can do better by doing things as a group. Sign up today. There is literally no risk to try. You have 7 days to cancel your account and you will not be charged a dime. Today, I'm signing up using my personal retirement tracker account. But before I do that, let me tell you the game plan. I'm depositing $50,000 on Robinhood, and you have access to everything I'm buying and selling by just being here on YouTube. I'll post videos on Sundays, and every Monday I'll be depositing $500 and buying stocks, ETFs, and options. If you want to have access to these transactions before Sunday, you can join the Restimators investment group that we are going to be creating today on this video. Fun, right? The strategy behind this public account will be very easy to follow, but at the same time, it will be a very powerful safe investing account, likely to outperform robo-advisors and potentially even managed funds. Just a reminder, this is not financial advice and you should always do your own due diligence when investing your money. So here's a breakdown of the public account strategy. 50% will be bought into total market ETFs. An ETF is a basket that you can hold more than one company. There is a link in the description of this video that explains more about it. This is probably where most part-time investors should stop, given that picking individual stocks can be a time-consuming process. But this is an experiment. I want to outperform the total market index, and that's not easy. That's why I'll be supplementing 50% of this public account with riskier but more rewarding picks. I'll be allocating 10% in 4 individual stocks, so 40% total. These 4 stocks will be chosen based on their potential to do better than the total market ETF in the next couple years. The 10% that is remaining will be allocating in option contracts. Buying and selling option contracts is playing with time, which can be interpreted as gamble. So definitely do your own research and understand more about options before using this strategy. If you're not comfortable with options, I would recommend using a 60% total market index and a 40% individual stocks. There is a link in the description that explains more about how to get started with options. But don't worry, we'll be covering more about options during the videos on this channel. Not today though. Now that you understand the public account strategy, it's time to sign up for the retirement tracker. Let's go to the website, click on the sign up button, and enter your email. After validating your email, you can enter your preferences and go to the next step. Meet Restimate, your personal retirement calculator. The goal of this public account is to set us up for success in 10 years. So that is our retire in. The retire with will be different given that we will not be adding anything rather than the public account that we will start with 50,000 and then the 500 deposits every week, which is about $2,000 a month. In your personal retirement tracker, you will likely add other assets, so make sure to include your real retire with when answering this question. So let's understand what is feasible for this public account in 10 years. And to do that, we need to step back a little and understand about compound interest. There is a government website that helps you understand the power of compound interest. According to Warren Buffett, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, and I definitely agree with that. The link to the government website is also on the description of the video. I've entered the parameters and we will be assuming a 15% interest rate. This is definitely an aggressive rate to aim, but we will start with that and we will let Restimate tell us if we are on track or not. Before I hit calculate, try to think how much we would have in 10 years if we can maintain this return rate. I'll give you a few seconds, or you can also pause the video. So about 700,000. That's our goal. Now let's go back to the retirement tracker and convert that to the retire with. We need to divide 700 by 200 and we get 3,500 per month. There is a link in the description that talks about the calculations behind Restimate. I'm going to subscribe to the Pro plan because I want the ability to create investment groups. To save money, I'm picking the annual plan for $79.99. This is about 20 cents a day. Now let's connect with Robinhood, which is the broker that we're going to be using for this experiment. The link to join Robinhood is also in the description of this video. So after you enter your credentials, give it some time for this balance to be ready for you. So here is a little tour of the retirement tracker. You have this beautiful sidebar with the breakdown of your net worth divided on your assets and your liabilities. Right now, congratulations, we are a debt-free person. But imagine if you are having a loan against your real estate, you'd show a liability here, and I would definitely recommend you pay attention to the ratio here. I personally like to stay under 50% debt to asset ratios across all my net worth, and I think it's a healthy practice to stay under that. We have the holdings details. For now, everything it's under the ETF that we've bought. You don't know which ETF yet, but you're gonna know in a little bit. But remember, down the road, we want this to be 50% ETFs, 40% individual stocks, and 10% options. All your institutions will live inside the institutions tab. You can come in here and remove them, convert to manual, or edit. In the edit for the automated institutions, you can actually create alias. For example, I can come in here and say this is the public account and save that information. Your properties will be listed here if you have any. As I told you, the public account will just be the Robinhood account and that's it. But you can come in here and add a real estate or property, enter the address, auto completes from Google. So thank you, Google. You enter your estimated value for your property, and if you have any loans that you have associated with it. So it's pretty self-explanatory. As you start adding, your net worth will start changing. You can also add institutions manually if you prefer, instead of connecting with Plaid, which is the company we chose to partner with to connect with the financial institutions. We absolutely love Plaid. It is allowing a lot of small fintechs like us to move fast and add all the compliance that is needed for all this security and privacy information. It's all handled by Plaid. So thank you, Plaid, as well. Let's go ahead and create the investment group for the Restimators, you can come in here and they say Restimators. I am gonna save this group and I'm gonna invite a few members. I'm gonna invite our co-founders and I'll add them as viewers. So, and also I'll add my other co-founder. So you can save it. So now they will receive an email notification to join. If you are interested to join as well, just send me an email and I'll make sure to add you to the Restimators group. You can send an email to contact@theretirementtracker.com. Now let's take a look at the retirement tracker dashboard. You can see on the left side, we're starting with about 50,500. This Monday, I received the 500 deposits. That's why you see the 500, almost 500 extra here. You know that our target is to reach 700K in about 10 years. And I feel that's very realistic according to our target return rate of about 15%. You can see the breakdown of your net worth. The chart is initially empty because we don't have a lot of information to capture, but as the week progresses, you will see the information here showing your net worth, your investment, your personal SPY. This is a beautiful thing. This personal SPY shows, instead of me trying to invest on my own and decide what I'm gonna buy and sell, what if I would put in the S&P 500 index fund, how much money would I have? And as of now, in the beginning, they're exactly the same. But as we put more money in the investment accounts, we'll be buying more of the personal SPY. So over time, you will have a sense of if you are beating the market or not. And as you understand, the goal of this account, of this public account, is to beat the S&P 500. So this information will keep us honest at all times if we are beating it or not. You have your projections here in your estimate, so it's in your dashboard. You can always see it as you change from monthly, yearly. You also change how much money you're making on average, and then how much money you made this week, your best week, your worst week. It's a way that you know how is your investment performance at a glance. I absolutely love this card. It's just as time passes, this weekly average will be more and more realistic. So you can start relying on it if you are wanting to have a rough estimate how much money you're gonna have down the road. You navigate to the investment tabs, then you see a consistent view of your holdings throughout all your investment accounts. Let's say you have account with Fidelity, Robinhood, E-Trade, you name it. They would all show up here once you connect with Plaid, then would automatically capture your holdings and update them for you. You can expand, see your options. Let's say inside Robinhood, you buy VTI stocks, shares, and options. They would all show here in the breakdown. You can sort by performance since open and weight across all your financial institutions. This is a nice filter that I like to sort on because it shows me, am I overexposed to some company over my whole investment portfolio? You can see the breakdown of your deposits and fees, how much money you've paid and dividends received. And this is what we use to seed the investment groups, the activities that you've bought and sold stuff. That's what it's going to show in these investment group activity part. So we've bought VTI, which is the ETF that we show here as the one that we hold. Now we need to understand why we chose VTI. Let's go to Morningstar and see more info about it. The first thing you see is that the VTI expense ratio is only 0.03 a year, which is really cheap. Whenever you are considering an ETF to buy or a robo-advisor to invest, try to understand the fee structure first. A small change in fee can definitely play a big role in having more money or not 10 years from now. Robo-advisor fees are usually 0.25%, so make sure that the returns you are getting from it outweighs the higher fees that you're paying. I've bought VTI last Friday. The price I've got is close to the all-time highs for the VTI. I do think that in the short term, this position can move against us and we'll be in the red for a while. But here's a simple chart for you to understand why I'm not worried about it. Remember, the goal for this account is to be at a better place 10 years from now. I'm not planning to withdraw any money from it. So there will be weeks that I will be overpaying and weeks that I will underpay. The ticks you see in the chart are the buying dates. On average, we should get something close to a straight line upwards. Since we are just starting our early retirement journey, a correction should be actually something we celebrate. It means that we are buying things at a discount and let compound interest do its job for years to come. The worst thing you want to see in a stock that you just bought is for it to run just like crazy. What you're looking for is a stable organic growth. So yes, I'm not gonna buy companies that are too volatile. This is not the goal of this account. We're likely not gonna see our account going up like 100% in a year, but it's okay. We know we want to reach 700k in 10 years and that's it. We only need to focus on getting 15% return per year. I'm okay missing out on massive gains in exchange of a stable, solid account. I don't have a ton of time to dedicate to figure out like how to move things around, time the market. So if this sounds like you, let's connect. Sign up for the retirement tracker. Book the free 30-minute session with me. And I can assure you, you'll thank us in the future. Which stock do you think I'm gonna buy tomorrow? Next Sunday, I will be disclosing that to you. So let me know in the comments. There is a high likelihood that someone will get it right. Bye bye.